Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Kabalyero and I'm here in the RWA Arena in Second Life for Rogue Wrestling Alliance's first. Again, I'm just guessing, but I think this is their first show as a new company, as a new promotion, as a new organization, a new wrestling organization, Rogue Wrestling Alliance. Again, guys, I could be wrong, but as always, I'm just guessing that this is their first show. Again, this is the old VAW arena, but now it's the RWA or Rogue Wrestling Alliance's arena, and you are watching their very first show in Second Life. And it has started. It's 5 p.m. Of course, when I say 5 p.m., it's 5 p.m. SLT Second Life time. And in the ring, we have a familiar person, a familiar looking avatar, and of course she is none other than Rogue Wanderer Betty Harrowing. And entering the ring right now, I'm not sure if anyone is going to enter. Maybe it's just an opening sequence. Yes, I believe all of this special effects and lights, this is just the opening sequence to start the show or to start the event. Again, guys, you are watching Rogue Wrestling Alliance and not Virtual Attitude Wrestling. And as always, I'm also tweeting from Second Life. So if you want to see all the tweets and all the screenshots and all the pictures, just follow me in Twitter at Kabalyero, and you will see everything I tweet about the show or in the show. Of course, you can also watch the live stream in YouTube, but as I always say, it's better to watch the show live in Second Life. If you already have a Second Life account, then just log in and look for RWA. Open the search feature or the search window and look for RWA. You'll find the RWA fan group. Join that and go to the notices, and you will find a landmark to the arena. Use the landmark and it will teleport your avatar right here. And it seems that I forgot to change the title of the show in my YouTube channel. Of course, that is my mistake. And I am seeing gold. And I'm also seeing a familiar name on the big screen right there. It's J. Alexander Frost, accompanied by Gina Rose. And they're walking down the ramp. And obviously, they are going in the ring to do something. Is it a match? Or it's just J. Alexander Frost talking? We will find out in just a few minutes what or why J. Alexander Frost is in the arena right now. Again, it could be a match or it could just be a promo. And while we are waiting for J. Alexander Frost and Gina Rose to enter the ring, I just like to tell you guys that if you are lagging in any online games, or maybe if you're lagging in Second Life and you want to reduce your lag, then I suggest that you give WT Fast a try. WT Fast is not free, but if it's your first time using WT Fast, you will get a 5 days free trial, and you don't even need to create an account for that. All you have to do is download WT Fast, install it, and again, if it's your first time using WT Fast, the 5 days free trial will activate automatically. The link to where you can download WT Fast is in the video description below. Okay, now we have J. Alexander Frost in the ring. And outside the ring, we have Gina Rose. And my guess is J. Alexander Frost is here in the ring for a match, because right now I'm looking at Malaki's video package or intro video, and here comes Malaki. He is on the ramp or on stage, and now he just walked down the ramp, and he is also about to enter the RWA ring. You'll notice that Malaki is bald. That is because Malaki is wearing a very unique kind of hair. So if you are a little bit too far from Malaki, then you will not see his hair. You'll need to get closer for his hair to appear. That's why I call it a unique kind of hair. It's not the same as the hair used by Betty Harrowing or by J. Alexander Frost or by Gina Rose. You can see, even though J. Alexander Frost is also a bit far, you can still see his hair. But sometimes his beard will disappear. And I believe Betty Harrowing is calling a violation. Also, my frame rate is, I guess, decent. It's around 20 to 30 frames per second. Well, it just went down to 15. Again, J. Alexander Frost. Of course, he loves to show off because he is an entertainer. He loves to entertain and also annoy the crowd. And this is the first match here in the new RWA show. It's Malaki versus J. Alexander Frost. There you go, both wrestlers are at the center of the ring and they are sizing up each other. Who is the better wrestler? We will find out in I guess right now. There you go, lock up, J. Alexander Frost, Malaki in a lockup. I believe that is a headlock. I've been doing this for a while now and I still can't remember the names of the moves. Seriously. And I've been watching pro wrestling since I was in elementary back in the 80s. I just couldn't remember the names of the moves, unfortunately. J. Alexander Frost is saying to the referee that he will break Malaki's neck. And of course, Malaki responded with Jay's armpit smelling bad, something like that. J. Alexander Frost with a lot of action happening in that corner of the ring. I'm also drinking coffee while I'm watching the fight or the match. It's not really a fight, it's a match because this is pro wrestling. Okay, look at that. Malaki countered with a very nice looking drop kick. And J. Alexander Frost, Jay's face caught all of it. Nice. Imagine that. Using your face to block a drop kick. Only J. Alexander Frost can do that. By the way, my local time is 8:13 a.m. That is in the morning. And right now, while I'm watching, I'm also having breakfast. Having breakfast while watching RWA Rogue Wrestling Alliance. That is one brutal looking clothesline, or maybe it's a lariat. Well, it's a clothesline from J. Alexander Frost. Good job, and of course, it won't be Jay if he didn't celebrate what he did. Good for you, Jay. Elbow drop by J. Alexander Ross, and with that beard, he is like channeling the Macho Man Randy Savage. Am I watching J. Alexander Ross, or are we watching Macho Man Randy Savage? Because we just saw him do the flying elbow. J. Alexander Frost is not happy with the referee. I guess because he pinned him twice, but only got in both tries he only got a 2 count. And now Malaki countered with something, a drop toe hold. And this time it's Malaki's turn to use J. Alexander Frost as a rug. Ooh! Big boot by J. Alexander Frost, and that sent Malaki down on the ring. My goodness. Malaki didn't see that coming. And of course, J. Alexander Frost, as always, he loves to celebrate. Celebrate! Yeah. And we have a pin out of nowhere, and Malaki wins the match. Wow, first win in Rogue Wrestling Alliance very first show. And it was by Malaki against J. Alexander Frost. Oh my god. J. Alexander Frost will not like this. Jay is a very confident and proud person. He will not like what happened. And look at that. He is venting his anger by kicking the corner turnbuckle. What has the corner turn battle did to you, Jay? Why are you doing that? Why so angry, Jay? And here we have Jay in front of the commentary table. So again, the winner of the very first RWA match between Malaki and Jay Alexander Frost is Malaki, and you still can see that Jay is not happy with the result. Look at that, he just drop kicked the screen. Jay Alexander Frost just drop kicked the screen. Wow. And coming up, I guess it's the second match. And look at that, we are looking at the gamer girl, Sybille Halsey. And of course, she's wearing something colorful today. What kind of outfit is it? We are going to find out in just a few seconds as she enters the ring. And she is a one-man band. Look at that. She's wearing a cymbal, a few drums, and a guitar. And I believe she also has something in her mouth. Again, we are looking at the gamer girl. Her first appearance as an RWA wrestler. Okay, guys, I was wrong. Sybille. I still don't know how to say her name correctly. Sybille is not a one-man band. She is a one-girl band because she is the gamer girl. And look at that. Right now, she's playing something, and we are not hearing it. The reason why we're not hearing it because I turned off all kinds of music and sound effects from Second Life because it's very dangerous to let music play in Second Life, especially if you are live streaming it in YouTube. You might get a copyright claim, worse, a copyright strike. So we can see that Sybille Halsey, the gamer girl, is playing something, but we're not hearing anything. And I guess that's it. Maybe Sybille just came out to play her music, and right now she is going back. My goodness. That is the only thing she did. And I thought it was the second match. It's not the second match. It is just Sybille Halsey, the gamer girl, performing her one girl band shtick. Okay, and that's it. She's gone. She went back to the back. What? Went back to the back, or went backstage. I guess you can say went backstage. Went back to the back sounds wrong. Went back to the back. By the way, I forgot to mention that the official commentary or commentators of today's show is none other than Pinky Rhodex and Henry Parker. And let's take a look at where they are. And this is where they are. This is where they are doing their commentary. And if you want to listen to them, you'll need to come down here in the RWA Rogue Alliance Wrestling Arena to listen to them, because right now I disabled voice because I found out that voice over IP adds to lag. Okay, it adds to lag. Okay, and to reduce lag, I disabled voice. So we are not going to hear anything from them. But again, if you want to listen to what they are saying, want to know what their points of view about the matches, well, you can do that by coming down here in the RWA Arena in Second Life and watch the show live. And it's shining gold. It's shining gold. What's happening here? Somebody just entered the ring and his name is Sandman. My goodness, Sandman. For some reason, he has the same colors and even the same video as J. Alexander Frost. Is he J. Alexander Frost in disguise? Nope, he is not. His account name is Bodhi Isaiah. It's Bodhi Isaiah, or simply Sandman. So we have the Sandman. And entering the ring, he's still on stage. You can see him right there, is Mr. Spaghetti himself. It's Pasta Lopez, and this is officially the second match, and it will be between Sandman, who looks like Spider-Man or even Ultraman, versus Mr. Spaghetti Pasta Lopez. So Pasta Lopez is, he just entered the ring, and he is, I guess, showing off, of course, just like J. Alexander Frost. Mr. Spaghetti loves to show off. For this match, I'm going to follow Mr. Spaghetti around. And there you go, first salvo. It's a spear from the Sandman, followed by an armbar. Will Mr. Spaghetti give up? Will he give up? Will he tap out? Okay, so that's how you give up in pro wrestling. You must tap out. Is the armbar applied correctly? Well, I'm not quite sure if it's applied correctly, but it's the armbar. Okay, Mr. Spaghetti got under the ropes and the hold was broken by Sandman. Or was it broken by Betty Harrowing? I don't know. It was broken by somebody. And Mr. Sandman, or Sandman, with a brutal clothesline that sent Mr. Spaghetti over the top ropes. But over the top rope, just one rope. And onto the floor. I think Mr. Sandman or Sandman is thinking of doing something, and there you go. He used the rope, the top rope, to launch himself forward, up in the air, and down on Mr. Spaghetti. Right now, Sandman is on the offensive, and Mr. Spaghetti is taking a beating. Sandman is still outside the ring, and again he is using the top rope. He's balancing on it. How is he doing that? And boom, right there. a drop kick from the top rope, and it connected. Oh my goodness, what's happening here? And there was a 2 count from a pin. Sandman is trying to put Mr. Spaghetti away, and it's not yet over. Sandman is not yet. This time he is standing on the top turnbuckle, while Mr. Spaghetti wobbles around the ring. And there you go, code breaker by Mr. Spaghetti. Sandman with a flying splash, but it was countered by Mr. Spaghetti with a code breaker, and the code was broken. Mr. Spaghetti with a suplex on Sandman. This time it's Sandman's turn to take the beating, and the one giving it to him is Mr. Spaghetti. Something happened to Mr. Spaghetti's arm. I believe Mr. Spaghetti injured his arm. Sandman dodged whatever that is. I thought it was a code breaker, but it was just a monkey flip. A monkey flipping another monkey. A monkey flip. Or 2 monkeys flipping each other. Irish whip by Mr. Spaghetti. And there you go, another monkey flip. But it got reversed by Sandman into a sunset flip. And the count was only 2. And we have another pin by Sandman on Mr. Spaghetti. But still, the count was 2. Only 2. And here we have Mr. Sandman trying to put Mr. Spaghetti to sleep. He needs to sing him a lullaby if Mr. Sandman wants to put Mr. Spaghetti to sleep. Sing him a lullaby. Referee Betty Harrowing is asking Mr. Spaghetti if he wants to give up. Mr. Spaghetti shouted, "No!" Mr. Spaghetti trying to reverse his situation. And there you go, Mr. Spaghetti with a snapmare, and that broke the hold of Sandman. Trying to put Mr. Spaghetti to sleep failed. It failed. And I think I just saw Mr. Spaghetti fly. He flew. And there you go. I believe that is his finishing move, the elevator. Mr. Spaghetti with the cover. 1, 2, and 3. There you go, guys. Winner of the second match of the first Rogue Wrestling Alliance show is Mr. Spaghetti. He defeated Sandman. Both wrestlers got up and went out of the ring, but for some reason the referee also went out of the ring. What happened? That was only the second match of the show, and we don't have a referee in the ring. Maybe a replacement referee will replace Betty Harrowing, but right now, nobody has come out of or has come out from the back. By the way, that was my first time seeing Sandman. I've been watching VAW for like a year, I think, live streaming VAW shows, but I've never saw Sandman before in VAW. Maybe Sandman is a new recruit by RWA or Rogue Wrestling Alliance. You're watching it live in Second Life. Of course, if you're lagging badly, you can watch the entire show in Second Life itself. It'll be less laggy. It won't be as laggy. I think I just saw someone came out from the back. She was running so fast. I didn't notice who she was. But someone came running out from the back. Okay, so I think it was Betty Harrowing, because she's back. She's right here. A few minutes ago we saw Betty Harrowing. She went backstage, and now she's back on stage. And like everyone else, she is also waiting for the next match. If there is a next match, a third match, maybe a main event, maybe we'll have some kind of super amazing, exciting, wonderful, unbelievable match. a no holds barred match. Maybe a cage match, but I don't see any cage right now, so it's not going to be a cage match. Again, I forgot to change the title of the live stream. It still says VAW Farewell. Unfortunately, I messed up. But I'm going to change it after the live stream. I'm going to correct the title of the video. And I'm looking at gold lights or yellow lights. I think if I'm going to guess, the person coming out is Gina Rose. No, it's not. It's Rein. Rein just walked down the ramp, and right now she's entering the ring. It's Rein. And look at that. Of course, she's wearing her trademark look, the trademark Rein look. And she is holding a microphone. That means she is saying something. She is addressing everyone. She's addressing me, you, everyone. And she's saying, well, in case you haven't noticed, I signed my Rogue Wrestling Alliance contract earlier today, which means that I'm officially an RWA Vandal. That's Rein or Rain Cloud talking. I've done a lot in my career that's only been a little over a year, but signing with this company is probably my proudest moment thus far. The Rogue Wrestling Alliance stands for many things, but one thing above all, it stands for individuality. Of course, everyone is an individual, even if you are part of a group. Being someone that was bullied as a child and someone that's still bullied to this day, it makes me super duper happy to know that you all accept me for who I am. Someone that loves to wrestle, loves unicorns, and loves rainbows all the time. Okay. Now I have a lot of goals. I'm here to wrestle, win, and make sure that my name is one that is put down in the history books as a frontier here for the RWA. And someone is shouting, "Boo!" Why would you do that? In order to do that, I need to gun for the people that have been around and have experienced a lot of things in comparison to myself. Then I need to take them out. Kordelia Kensington. You are someone that has been around for a while and perhaps one of the most underestimated female competitors that Second Life Wrestling has ever seen. Your accolades are unmatched, and I can't wait for us to tear the house down together at Stardom to declare the first face of this women's division. And I've got a strong what? And lights. And the lights all good. So lights, it got turned on and I see a couple of figures on stage. It's the Kensington sisters. Okay, so we have the Kensington sisters on stage. I'm not sure if they are going to come down the ring. Are they going to come down the ring? Or are they just going to stay on the ramp? Well, they are walking slowly down the ramp. I don't know why. But they're doing it. They're moving slowly. So the Kensington sisters are on the ramp, and both of them, I believe, my guess is they're talking to Rein, who is in the ring. Cordelia says, "No, we certainly don't condone bullying, do we, Krystal?" Krystal says, "Definitely not." Of course, they're not using any voice, they're using chat. Krystal, but you know, Rein, we have a lot of experience in the wrestling business. We are veterans. Veterans means they're old. The two sisters are old. Okay, so slowly but surely, both sisters are, they're just right beside the ring, and look at that. I believe something bad is going to happen in the ring. Krystal says, "You know, Rein, usually we wouldn't our extremely valuable expensive time on somebody like you. Wouldn't waste." Okay, so there is a word missing from that line. I should know because I checked the script. Krystal, but that was something. Cordelia, so tell you what, at Stardom, I'm gonna do you a favor. Okay, so the Kensington sisters are being nice to Rein. Cordelia says, "Not only will our match determine something, it will also be a career versus career match." Okay. They are adding some kind of stipulation to their match at Stardom. When that is, I don't know. I don't know when Stardom is. I'm sure it will happen later this year or maybe later this month. And what? Okay, so I didn't see that coming. Kordelia with a big boot on Rein. And what else can Rein do except, you know, take it? And she did take it, or she did took it, take it, took it. And right now Rein is not on screen. Where did Rein go? Rein fell. And there she is. Rein fell hard because of that big boot. Of course, this is not bullying. The Kordelia or the Kensington sisters are not bullying Rein. This is far from bullying. Okay, let's take a look at the video. Okay, so they just played the Kensington sisters intro video. I guess that's it. I just saw Betty Harrowing checking up on Rein. Again, the Kensington sisters are not bullies. This is not them bullying Rein. It's them giving Rein an opportunity, I guess. And they did that by putting her down. And I thought there was a match. Okay, I thought wrong. Because Betty Harrowing just left the ring as well and went backstage. No, she's coming back. She's coming back. My guess is Betty Harrowing is somewhat confused on what's happening. But she's back. RWA needs another referee. My guess is that they are overworking Betty Harrowing. That's why she's somewhat confused. A few moments ago she went back and then she came running back out again. And then when Rain Cloud went down the ring, she also went backstage but came back out again. Again, the title of the stream, I forgot to change the title, that's why it still says VAW Farewell. I forgot, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm going to change it after the live stream. By the way, this is not the official RWA live stream. This is the unofficial. I guess you can say that this is a rogue live stream. See what I did there? Rogue Wrestling Alliance, rogue live stream. Unofficial Rogue Wrestling Alliance live stream. And the lights came out again. Same intro video. It's for the Kensington sisters. What's happening now? The sisters are back. Are they back to bully Rein? But Rein is no longer in the ring. Maybe they're here to bully Betty Harrowing. But can they do that? Can they bully Betty Harrowing? Of course, they are doing their normal shtick or entrance. My guess is this time we're going to see at least one of them wrestle. What's with the leg? There is something wrong with Krystal's leg. She is stretching one of her legs out. She should have done that backstage and not on the ring. Okay, so we have Krystal Kensington in the ring. We're waiting for her opponent, unless of course this is not a match. But my guess is it's a match. Now we have, look at that, Pink. And her opponent is none other than Alyce. Faithful. Okay, so it's Alyce. Why is it pink? It's because of the name of Alyce. It's in pink. But it's white, blue, and pink. Why not blue? Why pink? Oh, so I'm just watching Krystal as she stretch her legs out. Let's see if I can take a screenshot of it. No, I failed. Okay, so the match is between Krystal Kensington and Alyce Faithful. Patrick Harrowing says, "You know the rules, no funny stuff." So is this the main event of the very first show of RWA? It's Alyce versus Krystal, Krystal versus Alyce, and look at that. Ooh, okay. There was a delay in the animation. Krystal charging forward with a knee. Alyce tried to get away, but she got hit. But how did she get hit? She was already at the center of the ring when Krystal got to where Alyce was. Of course, again, that is Second Life for you. It's all about lag. I'm not sure what Krystal is doing. Is she going to tag in her sister? But this is not a tag match. This is a singles match. A singles female women's match. Again, this is Second Life. In fact, there shouldn't be any gender separation between avatars because it's Second Life. And it's also pro wrestling. Of course, Alyce can't attack Krystal because Krystal is, between the ropes. But here comes Alyce. Alyce charged forward. And look at that, she missed. Okay. And, what do you call that move? It's called the O'Connor roll. And the O'Connor break. Fake dive. Wow, a series of moves by Krystal Kensington. She's showing everyone that she can wrestle and do a lot of moves. She has a lot of moves in her repertoire. I guess you can Call it that. But why is she outside the ring? She just kicked Alyce from outside the ring. Oh, okay. She's really not outside the ring. It only looked that way. Oh my goodness. They're doing a lot of movements and it's really hard to follow. There was some kind of drop kick and Krystal with a pin. She got a 2 count from that. And Krystal is calling Alyce an old lady, an obasan. Alyce with a clothesline, but she missed. Krystal rolled under the clothesline. This time it was Alyce's turn to get out of that move by Krystal, but Krystal connected with a back spinning kick, something. And now Krystal's just, what is she doing? She's shaking Alyce's head. What's with all the shaking? Finally, they stopped shaking each other's head. So we have a cover by Krystal. Count is 1 and 2 and okay. So Krystal she only got a 2 count from that pin attempt. Of course, it's still early in the match. Okay, kick to the midsection by Alyce, followed by an Irish whip to the corner. Here comes Alyce Faithful. I'm just going to call her Alyce. It's a lot easier than saying the word faithful. For some reason, I'm having a hard time saying faithful. Again, English is not my first language, unfortunately. It's like my second language and I'm not even good at it. Alyce with a series of knees on Krystal. And now Alyce is trying to feed her foot to Kordelia. No, not Kordelia, but Krystal. And I don't think Krystal appreciate that. She didn't like, tasting Alyce's foot. Krystal might get a foot and mouth disease from that. Foot, mouth. Come on, it's a joke. So we have Alyce dragging Krystal back to the center of the ring. Alyce with not 1, not 2, but 3 headbutts. Wow, okay. That would hurt a lot. I'm sure Alyce also felt that those were 3 headbutts. Alyce with a pin attempt, but she only got a 2 count. Krystal kicked out in 2. Again, you're watching Alyce versus Krystal Kensington in the very first show of RWA Rogue Wrestling Alliance. Leg lariat by Alyce connected. If you don't like the quality of the live stream, you can always watch the entire show live in Second Life itself. Just create a free Second Life account, open the search window, look for RWA fan group or something like that, search for Rogue Wrestling Alliance. You will find a group, join the group, go to the notification or notice tab, and download or get one of the landmarks to the arena. Use the landmark, it will teleport your avatar right here, and if you do that, you'll be able to watch the show live and not just in YouTube. Okay, so woo, kick to the midsection, and then into a back breaker. And well, Krystal had enough of that. She went out of the ring. Good move. It shows that Krystal is a thinking wrestler. If I were Krystal, I'm going to use the full 10 counts before entering or before getting back in the ring. Look at that. Krystal with a handspring and into a bulldog. Why is it called a bulldog? I don't know why. Again, Krystal with a pin attempt and only got a 2 count. It's still too early. Alyce is not someone who will just stay down and wait for the referee to count to 3. Okay, from behind Alyce, Krystal with a suplex. It's called the Northern Lights suplex. Why is it called Northern Lights? I also don't know. To me, it's just a suplex variation, a variation of a suplex. And this time, Krystal is dragging around Alyce by the hair. My goodness. Why is she doing that? And why is the referee allowing it? Hey ref, why are you allowing that? Is the referee part of the Kensington sisters? Okay, look at that. I like that move. Head scissors by Krystal. Ooh. I'm sure guys will like that. I'm not sure if Alyce is enjoying that. I'm sure she's not. Alyce was able to break that hold with the knee to Krystal's head, or maybe even face. So I guess that's how you break that hold. But what if you're not as flexible as Alyce? You might not be able to hit the other person's head with your knees or knee. Clothesline by Alyce, and ooh, look at that. We see Krystal hanging, and well, she pulled herself back in the ring. She was hanging for dear life because of that clothesline by Alyce, and ooh, okay, Alyce was not looking, and she got a big boot from Krystal. My guess is she thought she sent Krystal outside the ring, but again, Krystal was able to hang on the ropes, and then she pulled herself back into the ring. And there was like an onslaught of offensive moves by Krystal. I'm sure this time Krystal is going to use the top rope. Yes. And what is that? Ooh, is a diving double knee from the top rope by Krystal, and it connected. Krystal with the handspring moonsault, again it connected. It feels that Krystal has some kind of combo button that when pressed, it allows her to do or execute a series of moves automatically. And I don't think Krystal enjoyed or appreciated that count by Betty Harrowing. And Krystal is threatening Betty Harrowing. She said, "I'm going to get you fired." Well, she's a bit distracted, and Alyce is up. Okay, what's going to happen? And Alyce took advantage of the of what was happening and almost connected with a clothesline, but Krystal was quick on her feet. He rolled under, and he rolled under again from that second clothesline by Alyce. How is she doing that? Okay, so this time both of them rolled under something. Maybe they just enjoy rolling. And this time a spear by Alyce, and it connected. There is no way Krystal can roll under that spear, because rolling will just put you on a head-on collision with that spear, and I guess that's what happened. This time Alyce is taunting, saying to Krystal to get up. And this time she said, "Let's go." The question is, go where? Maybe they're going on a date or something. Again, Krystal rolling under that clothesline by Alyce, and Krystal from behind with her finishing move, the coronation. And I think it's over. I think it's over. Because Alyce took all of that move. And we're just waiting for Krystal to cover Alyce. 1 and 2. Okay, so it's not yet over. Alyce was able to kick out he was able to kick out in 2. Yes, Krystal, you need to do it again. Do that move again. Do the coronation again. But I don't think Alyce will allow Krystal to do that to her again. I am saying again so many times. Again and again and again and again. Okay, so Alyce is up. Krystal is distracted. Kick to the midsection. Here comes Krystal bouncing up the ropes with the coronation, but it got countered by Alyce with a gorilla press slam. Wow. Okay. I didn't know you can counter the coronation with a gorilla press slam. I believe Alyce somewhat channeled the Ultimate Warrior in that brief second. For those who don't know, the Gorilla Press Slam is like the Ultimate Warrior's finishing move. Of course, before the spear. Ooh, what do you call that move? There's no name, a nameless move. I'm going to call it a Chris Jericho's elbow. But Chris Jericho does it from behind. Alyce's version is like she does it in front, so she turns around and delivers the elbow, and there you go, 1, 2, and 3, and Krystal is not getting up. And the winner of this match, again, look at that, Betty is running away. I don't know why. That is the 3rd time she did that. After the match, she went backstage. Anyway, winner of the match is Alyce. So that was the 3rd match of the evening in RWA's very first show. And in the ring we have the Kensington sisters, Kordelia and Krystal. I'm surprised that Krystal or Kordelia didn't help Krystal. It was a clean match. Okay, it was a very clean match. Unless of course something happened that I didn't see. But it was a clean match. Again, I'm surprised that Kordelia didn't do anything. And it looks like she's not even upset that her sister lost. Again guys, that was the 3rd match of the evening, and it was between Alyce and Krystal Kensington. Alyce winning with a reverse Chris Jericho elbow. And of course the what led to that victory was when Alyce countered the coronation with a gorilla press slam. That was the match right there. When that happened, it was over. It was over for Krystal. Seriously, she was like spinning around in the air, and she got caught with a gorilla press slam. She's not getting up after that, even without the reverse Chris Jericho elbow. And I guess that's the show, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the first RWA show in this Rogue live stream. And if you guys want to see more Rogue live stream of wrestling shows and wrestling matches in Second Life, well, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and also follow me on Twitter. That's it. If you have any comments, questions, or reactions, post them in the comment section. And if you want to support the channel, you want to help it grow, all you have to do is use the links in the description of the video. So that's it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.